I
Going.
was gonna say.
We're going now.
Ah.
That's a good start. We don't know what the heck we're doing. So this is Brett here, and I'm talking with Adam, and we're having a bit of a chat about the movies and the news, movie news that has come out this week. How you going, Adam?
Excellent. How are you?
Not too bad. Excellent, eh? So
Yeah.
you're all the way in Australia, and I'm over here in Switzerland, so we're on a bit of a time difference. What time is it over there? Like past midnight, 1 a.m. or something.
Yeah, it's 1 a.m. 3 past 1 in the morning.
Well, it's 5 in the afternoon here, so I'm doing a lot better than you
Well, apparently.
are. Okay, so should we get stuck into it? We're going to get stuck into some movie news.
Yeah, let's do it.
Sounds good.
Straight away.
So, movie news, box office results. Did you have a look at the box office results last week? The weekend of August 28th.
I had a look at some of the Australian box office results.
Oh, really? The Australians. Well,
Yeah.
I was looking at the American box office results. So obviously they'll be slightly different because a few movies came out in Australia, or a few movies were out in America that haven't been out in Australia yet. Isn't that right? So
Yeah, like obviously Straight Outta Compton would be topping the US charts, but that
that's
only
right.
came out this week.
Yeah. So Straight Outta Compton made number one for the third week in a row over in the US, which is pretty good. But it didn't it didn't do terrific in terms of how much it took, but it still was enough to get it in at number one. What was
Yeah.
number one in the Australian box office?
Um, Good question. What came out last week?
Good
I think it was
question.
Southpaw. Southpaw was number one, I'm pretty
Oh,
sure.
Southpaw. Bloody hell.
Yeah.
That's did that only just
You
come out
know,
in Australia?
only a couple of weeks.
Oh wow, okay.
You know
Yeah,
what is
I think that's
You know what
been
did remarkably well in the last few weeks,
what's that?
surprisingly, was Last Cab to Darwin, this Australian movie with Michael Caton, the guy from Castle.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. What's it about?
Last Cab to Darwin it's Michael Caton, the dad from the Castle.
Right.
He's just plays this old guy that has cancer, so he takes like a couple thousand K journey across Australia up to Darwin so that he can be euthanized because it's the only place that will euthanize him legally. So it's pretty dark.
Is that actually a true story? Does Darwin euthanize?
I think it is based on a true story.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. I
There's
haven't even.
only
That
like a
was.
specific clinic up
I
there.
haven't heard of that one at all. Have you actually seen that one or?
No, not yet.
Yeah, okay.
But it's got
But it's
awesome
going
reviews. It
well.
won a bunch of like film festivals and stuff. Like it's doing really well. Internationally, it's doing like critically very well.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's a pretty miserable week for new movies last weekend, the 28th. I mean,
Yeah, it's been
straight out of
miserable for a
Compton
while.
stayed in number one, and then you had this War Room. Have you heard of War Room? Um, came in number two. It's a Christian film
Right.
by these guys who make Christian films in America. I think they did one with what's his name, Kirk Cameron. Fireproof. They did a couple years ago.
Oh yeah.
And then
Yeah.
they I think they did that Heaven is for Real one as well, which made quite a bit of money. So
Oh
that
yeah.
actually
I heard
did,
it.
yeah, that actually did well enough to come in number two, which is I think surprised a lot of people. But it just goes to show when you've got a niche market, you can make a lot of money. So I think,
Yeah. What was it really up against though? Like I know Mission Impossible is still doing pretty well. Rogue Nation.
well, what else new came out? Because we had let's talk about the new movies that came out because that was a new one that week, War Room.
Yeah.
Then we had that No Escape with Owen Wilson.
Oh yeah. I saw some trailers
And
on
Pierce
that.
Brosnan, I think, is in it as well. So that came in number four. I don't know. That doesn't look like it appeals to me at all. Do you have any desire to see that one?
No,
Is
not really. It
is
doesn't
is
look
that
like
one
it's
out in
bringing
Australia?
anything new to the table.
Yeah. And then the other new one that came out was We Are Your Friends.
Yeah. Which was
And that
terrible.
finished number 14, which is just terrible. one of the
Yeah.
worst box office openings in recent history, at least. I think actually ever. It
Yeah.
only made, on average, $758 per screen
Holy
in
crap. That's
over the whole
awful.
weekend. And that's when was the last time you heard of something doing that poorly? So what is that? Some
Uh,
Teletubbies movie a couple years ago or something? The Gooblies or something like that? Do you remember
I
that
don't know.
one? Oh, anyway.
It's been a long time since a movie's done that badly with that much investment behind it.
What is your explanation behind why that tanked so badly? Like that is
I don't know. Like,
I would have thought
I
it
didn't
would have
even
at
hear
least
about it until it came out.
I would have thought it would have at least made the top 10. So
I'm
you think it's
surprised because it had
yeah,
Zac Efron and like
that's
it's
what I
got
mean.
some pretty big actors that would be a draw for it. And it's
Well,
that
Zac
EDM
Efron,
scene
who
which
else
is
is in there?
huge. And
That's pretty much Zac Efron, that's it. But that's usually
yeah,
probably, considered a draw card.
yeah, exactly.
Um, and you're saying you hadn't heard of it, so you think it was an advertising issue.
I think partially it was an advertising issue,
Yeah.
but then again, like I've been on YouTube all this week and I've seen ads for it at the start of videos and stuff.
Right,
So,
right. Yeah,
I don't
well,
know.
I must say, I saw the trailer for this one when it first came out, and I think the first 2 seconds of the trailer, I thought, oh, this could be all right. I don't know, how do you feel about Zac Efron? I actually don't mind him. I think he's potentially a
No,
good
he's
actor.
all right.
I mean, I think he has the potential to be a good actor. I haven't seen him.
He was in
Yeah, go on.
Neighbours with Seth Rogen.
Yeah. That's exactly what I was going to say. So I haven't seen that movie. I only caught the last half hour of that movie on TV, and I thought it was pretty funny, and he was pretty good in that. But yeah, as I was saying, watch this trailer. First 2 seconds, I thought, okay, yeah, this could be cool. The next 2 minutes or however long the trailer goes for now, we just absolutely killed it. It looks so stupid. And I was like, yeah, there's no way I'm going to see that movie when it comes out. And I think it looks like a lot of people had the same idea. Yeah, terrible opening.
Yeah, I can't believe that. That was
Yeah,
shocking.
yeah. All right. Anything else from the Australian box office this last week? Just that what is it? Cab to Darwin or whatever.
Last Cab to Darwin. That's been out like a couple of weeks, but it's staying strong. Like it doesn't have a huge box office drop.
Staying strong.
Like lots of movies do.
Yeah. Oh, okay, cool.
Like Fantastic Four dropped off so quick. Like we've already stopped showing it.
Oh,
Like a lot
Fantastic
of
Four.
cinemas just stopped
Fantastic
completely.
Four. Well, as I mentioned at the beginning, over here in Switzerland, so we have some movies that are playing in dual language, or you have the subtitles. So you either get the language showing film, so that's pretty much like what all the locals are watching, or you get the English showing film with the German subtitles and French subtitles. And
Yeah.
Fantastic Four you cannot watch in English, and it's only been out for how many weeks? 4 weeks, I think.
Yeah, about a month. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's unwatchable in English here, and I think it has been for about a fortnight. So it didn't last very long for us tourists or expats or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, that was a joke, but we'll talk about that one another day.